How's it going, YouTube? Back with another standard video. And I thought, in light of Spider-Man being right around the corner, or through the Omen Paths, as it's being called in Arena, I would highlight one of the decks I think it was one to watch coming out into this next set. This is Selesneya tokens. You might be wondering what from the new Spider-Man set this deck is getting that is making it one to watch. Well, it's actually no new creatures or instants or sorceries. It's actually just a land. Multiversal Passage is going to be a new land that can be played for any color and come in untapped. Why does this matter to Selesneya and why is this so relevant? Because this is a Selesneya deck built around Bright Glass Gearhulk. This is a 4-drop that is 2 green and 2 white to cast. Very difficult to cast in a color combination that has very little dual lands. So for reference, Selesneya lost its fast land and pain land with rotation, meaning it has no dual lands that can tap for either white or green on turn 1 right now. This put the color combination in a very awkward spot, despite the fact that in white and green right now, there is a really strong token package. Therefore, with Multiversal Passage coming around, I reckon Selesneya will absolutely take the spotlight as probably the premier go-wide deck. This list takes inspiration from an MTGO list that was running Ouroboros in the deck instead of multiple copies of Elspeth's Stormslayer. Ouroboros is an Edge of Eternities card able to put 1/1 counters on all your creatures, which is perfect for a tokens deck. I also pair it with 4 Cosmogran Zeniths to be able to churn out tokens and also buff tokens. This card is also an absolute house from Edge of Eternities. But also, for Bright Glass Gearhulk, we run a variety of really valuable targets, not just in the early game, but in the late game. This includes removal like Seam Rip and Duskrose Reliquary, card draw engines like Novice Inspector, Paw Patch Recruit, which is arguably one of the best targets in this deck because this can also be a 3-drop when you pay the Offspring cost, but also interestingly run a single copy of Valgavoth's Lair. This is an enchantment land, meaning that Bright Glass Gearhulk can go grab it because it can grab any enchantment with mana value 1 or less, including lands, since they are considered to have a mana value of 0. All in all, it's a pretty straightforward deck that tries to go wide and then buff all the creatures for one big alpha strike. In the sideboard, we have some tricky cards like Authority of the Consoles, which can also be found with Bright Glass Gearhulk to beat out aggro. Also, we run Ghost Vacuum to hate out graveyard decks like VV Cauldron. And we also run Beezer as another equalizer against aggro. Against control, we have Aven Interrupter, which is a pretty unexpected card for many players who aren't really thinking you'll counter their spell in white. Absolute House goes really hard in this kind of deck. But yeah, all in all, very consistent deck. The thing that holds it back, as you'll see in some of these videos, is the land base, which is absolutely about to change. So if you're looking for a deck that doesn't really need to interact with too many new Spider-Man cards, but is going to absolutely perform in the new set, maybe give this one a go. Till then, see you in the next one. Cheers. How do we feel about this hand? No, like turn 1 play. I'm gonna risk it. I'm trying to learn what a good hand is to keep with this deck too. Oh, another mono red player? Sure. He just swings, deals 1. A lot of sweaty boys on the ladder today, bringing their red aggro decks. Scorching Shot in his main deck is crazy. I'll just play Battle Menu next turn. Nemesis? Of course. And we'll make a 2-2. Oh lord, give land. We're gonna have to use this Duskrose Reliquary now, because I don't want that Nemesis staying on the battlefield. Alright. See what he goes for here. Emberheart Challenger. Ugh, such an annoying card to deal with. I am going to double block this Burnout Bastronaut. He can kill my Llanowar Elves. I don't think he was expecting that. I think he was hoping I would block the Emberheart Challenger. Which I would never do because it can get bigger. And it would murder both my creatures. Needlehead, sure. That's a timely draw. I think we're happy to let Emberheart Challenger exist. I just need one big splashy haymaker here. Ugh, god, two of them. This is getting out of hand. I don't think I'll block, but I'm gonna fish to see if he has interaction. He does. Alright, time to take 6 extra... Time to take 6 plus burn spell. Yeah, ugh. Holy hell. Alright, well, he's done his little trick. The last card in his hand has to be another Lightning Strike, or else I can live with another battle menu. And we cannot attack. Watch this be a zap. Oh, it's a Nemesis, of course. Let's see what he does here. Oh, he's taking the Coward swing. So he's going to deal 3 to me here. And we will just gain 4 life. Phoenix down? Do I have any good targets? I have a Llanowar Elves, I guess. I'm just sitting here looking for something to play. He's one Nova Hellcard away from absolutely massacring me. Alright, boys, a victory, please. Oh, great. I don't have the mana to play this. Alright, I'm putting that land back in. I hit 2 tap lands. Unbelievable. The game is out to get me, I swear. No, he'll double block that. I can't attack. I have to draw a land. And I hope he doesn't hit a Nova Hellkite. Hide Claw, alright. That's going to be a problem for me. Hey, look, a tap land. How have I hit 3 of the 4 tap lands in my deck? What is this? Okay, buddy. Sure thing. I have to block this way, sadly. Just waiting for my opponent to take me out at this point. Alright. Gear Hulk. Save the day, please. And now may my opponent only draw garbage from this point onwards. What do I want here? I actually think I'll take a Novice Inspector. Alright. I got to apply pressure. He's not going to keep drawing garbage. Alright. Oh no, he drew Rockface Village. Not like this. Scorching Shot. Oh my god, dude. What a game. Oh, I don't know why I buffed the Inspector. Yeah, he knows I'm gonna have to trade it. That's fine, I guess. Well, that's not a very playable card game. May I have something a little more playable, please? Well. I actually have to keep 2 creatures back, I think. Alright, my opponent needs to draw bad this turn, and we're in. Because we have the Restless Prairie to buff our creatures. Come on, don't you... You're joking me. Oh, and he just has Sunspine Link, so that's fine too, I guess. They're at a robbery. Look at this! Look at all these untapped lands! I have literally 4 untapped lands in my deck, and I found all of them. What a scam. Alright. Authority of the Consoles is a must. Battle menu is really good though. What do I cut? Ugh. I haven't figured out what's the best thing to cut in this matchup. Novice Inspector probably goes down because it's just... Like, it's not going to help me in the game because my games are going to be over so quick. So that extra card draw won't really matter, right? At least that's my theory. Do we keep this? One piece of interaction and I'm going first, right? How bad can it be? I think we just jam... No, we jam Poor Patch Recruit. We take it if we can. Yeah, there's Hired Claw. Alright. All the tap lands are coming back, guys. I have 4 of them in my deck. How am I drawing only tap lands? This is so silly. Alright, and pass. Well, I'd like to be able to play Bright Glass Gearhulk turn 4, but we have a situation. Oh, hey. Yep, okay. So I think we grab Authority and Dusk Rose. I don't think it really matters what color we pick here. Oh my god, another removal spell? Yeah, that's a good one to have against my deck, to be fair. Lightning Strike, sure. If he's not targeting Screaming Nemesis... So we'll slam another Gearhulk here, and we're gonna go get a Novice Inspector so that we can use the clue to banish the Screaming Nemesis safely. What's our second target gonna be? We already have a Seam Rip in our hands. I'm just gonna grab the second Dusk Rose Reliquary, honestly. Alright, let's see if Old Mate's got the damage spell. Because what he might do is target Screaming Nemesis to stop me from gaining life. Yep, well that'll do it. Oh, he's going to use that on, yeah, fair enough. Has he got another interaction spell? Holy hell. Alright, we're down to 5 and we can't heal. Unreal. And off the top. Oh, he hit a land. Amazing. I guess that means we have to go and attack him now. Alright, opponent. What you got? Needlehead. Alright. There's another Gearhulk. Okay. We basically just have to pray for some not crazy nonsense from our opponent, and we should have the game here. We will take the Inspector, and we'll take a Poor Patch Recruit. We'll just jam the board. Alright, nothing crazy, please. Oh, alright. Mono red can be beaten, guys. Maybe Ouroboros is like the strat against mono red, because you make your creatures so big they just cannot get through it. They don't really have any good answers for Ouroboros, come to think of it. Like, Scorching Shot is sorcery speed, so Ouroboros gets its buff off. The deck looks nice. Thanks, High Priest. Love your name, by the way. I'll post a link to it on my YouTube soon, actually. I would chuck my Moxfield link, but I've made a slight tweak to it, and it also has Multiversal Passage in it from the new set. I don't think I can keep this. Game said I heard you like 1-drops. We don't need Starting Town. We have all this. Oh my god. Okay. Can we not draw lands, please? I feel like I'm going to get the other half of the coin, where now I'm going to get only lands. Alright. Interaction. We love to see it. We'll just play Voice of Victory then. The game gives us a 2-drop on turn 2. How can we say no? What up, Hellkite? Then I guess we'll just keep playing creatures if he's not gonna stick anything to the board. So though he hit us with a Hellkite, I think we're winning the race right now. Poor Patch Recruit is really good at picking up Hellkites. Oh yeah, that's doing no damage to us as well. Alright, well, I'll just do this again. And we'll tap for white there. Alright. One more proactive play, please, game. Oh, we're going to get so much value from that. Watch this, guys. Something's getting a +4/+4 in a second. Yep, I'm just going to pour it all into the Voice of Victory, I think. It's so good for me. So I'm going to let him keep that Lynx for a little bit. My goal here is going to be to get lost something. If he wants to rely on that flyer to win the game, I'll get lost it. Alright, we'll just zap that. He might use his map tokens here. Oh, okay. Okay, well, he scoops it up. He could have made that big enough for the Lynx to block the Voice of Victory. Well, we'll take it. Oh, I forgot I had my water. Alright, this is the Ouroboros test. Let's see how Ouroboros performs. This is the card I put into the deck. I was inspired by a guy who did really well in an MTGO challenge recently with a similar deck. He doesn't run Battle Menu and a few of the other cards I'm trying out, but I kind of like his thought about Ouroboros. Alright, Voice of Victory, do your thing. Dimir hates this card. I cannot stress enough how much Dimir hates a card that stops him being able to play cards on your turn. Oh, he's Sultai. He might not even beat him here. I mean, either way, I don't think he'll like me playing Voice of Victory. If he's a control deck, these two cards I've drawn are pretty dead, unfortunately. Okay. I don't think we'll play Ouroboros this turn, though. Unfortunately, he's had good pieces of interaction. I reckon he's holding a counterspell as well, which Voice of Victory absolutely shuts down. So, High Priest, buddy, are you a Magic enjoyer? Do you play MTG Arena? Or are you more of a Commander guy? Let's flash in this Knight, see what he does. Opponent says, "Oh, a creature coming in on my turn? This, you can't do that. That's illegal." No, never mind. He let me have it. Alright, counter it. Here you go. Here's your reward. He wants to counter this. Let him have it. Ugh. Oh, he doesn't have a counter. We're in, guys. We're in. Huge. Actually massive, guys. We're gaming. Now here comes the board wipe to crush my dreams. Stock up. Hold up. Hold up. Surely he finds an answer to Ouroboros here, right? Okay. No, that... Look, I would say that was Ouroboros doing... He pulled his weight. He did a great job there. Alright, Cosmic Grand Zenith. Let's go. And we'll just cast Seam Rip because we can. We'll make 2 1/1s. Brilliant. There we go. We can just cast Seam Rip at least, even with no targets. What the hell, brother? Okay, so he's some mill deck. Oh, that sucks that he found that. Alright, watch him River Churn Monument me now. Yep, okay. You got me, dude. Alright, well, we know what he's trying to do now. Took those hips like a... Yeah, he did! Ouroboros did his thing! I didn't lose that game because of Ouroboros. I will say that. He overperformed. I lost that game because I have all these removal spells that have no targets to hit against my opponent's deck. But he won't get us again. We're ready for him now. I think we go Phoenix down. Because my opponent is going to mill the hell out of me. And we'll throw in a Beezer for good measure. Is there anything else I'd like to swap in? No, I think we're good on this. Alright. Watch and learn, chat. With no removal spells, we're never gonna draw bricks. Look at that. Ouroboros back. He heard the news. He heard all the nice things I said about him. He's ready to play. Thank you, giant. Does anyone else think it looks like a big string of kelp? Tell me it's not like a big kelp monster. Oh, game. He's just a good boy. Alright, well, that's fine, I guess. I think of it like a ribbon worm. Oh, that's probably the better... I think that's the better classification for him. I like the giant string of kelp, though, too. Let's draw a card, hey? Ah, remember what I said about drawing blanks? Well, chat, as it turns out, if you draw only lands, things don't quite go your way. Uh-oh. I think someone's eating a removal spell. Oh, he took 3 though. Ouroboros just dealt 3 damage to my opponent and didn't even activate his ability. Ooh. Alright, opponent. I don't know what you're doing, but... Oh, deal 3 damage to yourself again. Come on. I want to see it. Basically a Siege Rhino. Exactly. Into the Floodmaw. Well, that's disappointing for me. Just wait till I don't draw a land. My opponent is so cooked if once I don't draw a land. See? Oh, he's nearly at, no, the board wipe he has is 6 mana. So we've got, like, 1 more turn of good, like, damage before we're gonna get our, like, stuff removed. Surveil land? Yeah, he's setting up for turn 6. 100%. I don't think he's running counters. Yeah, I'm starting to get that impression too. Alright, removal check again. Meringue River Regent. Yeah, sure, you can do that, buddy. I think we have him here. Yeah, because he wipes the board and then I animate the land. We got him with the classic going first tax. Come on, buddy. Yeah, he can't. Is he hoping I'll scoop to that? Good game. Here comes the 3-3. The tap land's finally not being useless. So what's going to be really important for that guy is that we hit Aven Interrupter to beat that board wipe. We got to start with good early pressure and then Aven Interrupter. No Aven Interrupter in this hand, but I do like Llanowar Elves. The girlies. I guess we're playing another starting town. Watch him have a counterspell now. Game 3 counterspell? Could it be? Yeah, Paw Patch Recruit makes it so awkward for him to try and remove my cards. Alright. We might be playing a tap land next turn. What are your streaming days and times? Was going to announce it in my next video, but I'm planning to stream Mondays and Tuesdays my time. If you're not living in Upside Down Australia land, that might be Sundays and Mondays for you. But I work full-time, so my body can't handle more than 2 days a week at the moment. Also, we just played the untapped land like a fool. But I guess we can get the cool Phoenix down and... I'm sure it won't matter, guys. We'll be fine. Not playing that tap land this turn won't get me to lose the game instantly. He's countering that! Oh, no. Okay. It's been a hot minute since I've had a chat bot in the chat, though. Hello, Stock Up. Is that the mod icon? I've forgotten how to do it from OBS. Oh, Duress. Well, there's no targets for him to hit for Duress. I wonder what he puts in... I wonder what he thinks I'll run for Duress to hit. Alright. Let's play the Gearhulk, I think. And what targets will we pick today? Probably one Paw Patch recruit. We don't want Valgavoth Slayer. We're doing good on lands. We'll just run with that. Novice Inspector will survive the board wipe at least, like with the clue that is. Alright. Dude's got to stabilize now. He's got a 5 mana board wipe here. Alright. Well, let's make him have to deal with another board. So if he has Singularity Rupture as well, we kind of just have to take it on the chin here. But we've put good pressure on our opponent otherwise. Alright, tap land. We love to see it. Into stock up. Can we take him out this turn? I think we can. He needs to kill Cosmogran Zenith. I'm trying to think of what the most elegant way here. If he does have a removal spell for the Cosmogran Zenith, what's the most elegant way to beat him out here? That sounded wrong. We're going to play Unoffspringed Paw Patch Recruit, I think. Let's see what he does here. He lets it through. So I will play another Phoenix down. And I'm going to buff all my creatures. Alright, opponent scoops it up. We'll take it. Alright, one more win should get us into top 2,000. So we'll see how we go. Every time I see, oh, he's mulled 3 times, is that? What's the reckon here? What's the bet he's about to scoop? Nope. Man, helloed me. I'm really... I was gonna say, what's the bet a Cruel Claw avatar is playing Rakdos? Turns out, very high. I think we swing with Llanowar Elves and then just play the second one. See where we go with this. Alright, we'll take it. We didn't hit our third land, but we've got a pretty aggressive hand here, so I think we just keep putting pressure on him. What up, Cecil? Oh no, which one do I want to remove? I can get rid of both. Alright, sure. I really don't want him to get haste on his creatures, if I'm being honest. I very much don't want him to have that. Unstoppable Slasher, hey. Wow, I am the king of finding answers off the top this game, apparently. Who needs cards when... Or who needs mana when you can just play 1-drops over and over again, right? I'm just going to slam the second Paw Patch at this point. Deep Cavern Bat. Alright, you can take my last card. Ouroboros? Oh, imagine, guys. Nah, he won't block Llanowar Elves. He'll kill the little guy, right? Oh no, he's just gonna... Sure. What's next? Opponent? Alesha? Sure. So he's gonna get the bat back? Oh, dude. I can't find this land. One land drop away from absolutely going crazy here. Two more damage. We'll find it. Oh, opponent might be scooping it up. Oh, he's going the Hail Mary. Sure. He can target Deep Cavern Bat, right? Is it bugged? Am I missing something? Oh, dude, I was so hoping he would take himself out there. He should have paid the 3 life and gone out like a badass. Alright, against this guy, he's running a lot of stuff that cares about Graveyard, so I think we take out 1 Seam Rip at least. He is running battle menu is less good here, I think, because he's not running tall creatures, but he is running enchantments, so Get Lost is going to find a home here. So we'll pick your poison, actually. But do we want to pick your poisons? I don't think I need 2 of them. Nah, I don't want any. Screw it. Garbage card. We'll go with this. We'll see how we go. A bunch of planes. We can't keep this, sadly. Whew. A bit better, I guess. I want something to play in between Llanowar Elves and Ouroboros that's proactive. We're not finding it, apparently, though. Opponent's got the interaction, sure thing. Alright, well, I guess we're pinging ourselves for 1 here to play another creature. We need to find a 4th mana again. We're in this old pickle. And I can't attack that. I've got to block it. One thing Selesneya Tokens has going for it is Unstoppable Slasher is very easy to chump block. Alright, a land, please. That is not a land game. Well, that is, but it comes in tapped. So my opponent might have me dead here. If they have a removal piece and Bloodletter of Akhlazotz, we're just dead. Alright, let's see. He's just going to animate his Soulstone Sanctuary, sure. Seam Rip can't hit that, sadly. I would like another land, please. Oh, so close to being able to play that Cosmogran. So Brightglass Gearhulk probably dies here. So we gotta grab things that it will be useful next turn. Namely, Valgavoth's Lair, which I can play now. And then next turn I think we grab Phoenix down. And then we just gotta hope for a line where he doesn't have a one-shot. That's our play around here. Alright. Bloodletter? Are we gonna get to live another turn? Oh, lovely. So we're down to 5? 4. Oh, dude, every tap land, I swear. Ugh. We should be able to put up blockers here, though. Because we'll hold priority and get the Cosmogran trigger. Okay. So even if he has an answer to this, it's not the end of the world for us. I would have very much liked to get a second untapped mana source there so that I could tap Phoenix down on his end step. But we gotta settle for what we can get. Alright, this Slash could just get blocked again. Opponent doesn't seem to have an easy way to deal with this. So we love to see it. Alesha. Nothing in his grave. Oh my god, these Seam Rips are dead today. I need to... Alright, Seam Rip has to get out of the deck, I think. He has way less targets than I was hoping he would. Alright, I think the play this turn is going to be Phoenix down. We're going to return Gearhulk to the battlefield. It'll come in tapped. That's not the end of the world. Because more than anything, it's going to get us 1-drop so we can play with Zenith. And we're going to grab a Reliquary and an Inspector, I think. Ugh, I have to take one. That sucks. And we'll make 2 more 1/1s. So the goal here now is to deal lethal damage next turn. Because we'll play Ouroboros and a Seam Rip, and then we'll put 1/1 counters on everything with Zenith, which should set up lethal. Alright, let's see what opponent does here. We can block all these, no problem. If we need to keep going wide, we'll just keep doing that. Alright, well, I'll double block here. Block here, and block here. We might want to make 2 1/1s again. He scoops it up. Alright, Ouroboros. I'm starting to be a convert, guys. If Ouroboros has the power where I just slam it onto the battlefield, my opponent scoops. Hey, look at that. We're top 2,000. Maybe this Ouroboros card ain't so bad.